Hello everyone, hello world, it's me, Denis, and today I want to work around the chromatone, the visual music language, and I decided to record some video about my workflow, about my decision making, about what to build and how to build my apps and make them open and free for everyone to work in any browser and so on. So for now, there's much theory, and the main thing for me is the explore section on the website of Chromatone, and it's been a while, so I've built some rather big experimental web apps, and some of them are really nice working and successful, like these two guys, like MIDI monitor and MIDI paper. But today I'm gonna talk about something like more experimental, the pitch table. It's the thing that shows us all the possible notes that you can produce and hear. And the first thing, I just putting on the mic, if you see some sounds popping out and building, we can add any octave that we wish. I don't know if you hear it, but I hear it, and it's very interesting to experiment with. And it works like you grab a note and bring it up, and you can bring it up, bring it down, and even click it, and it's shut out. We can also go to the deepest places where it just becomes a rhythm, and it's because it's saw wave and it's clicking the membranes of the speakers. And saw wave, and square wave is twice faster, so we can hear some nice interesting patterns and some strange vibrations that are somewhere in the 1 Hz, 10 Hz modes. So it's a nice app. It's great, but recently I tried it on mobile, and it doesn't work. This part doesn't load, and it's rather hard to implement these controls just for this app, and then transfer them to other apps. And there are many considerations about updating it. And the first thing is to understand that this one. Let's go into the Chromatone repository organization on GitHub, and I have this pitch table already updated a little bit, so we can look at the code. And the most wonderful thing for me for a long time was that it's just client-side only web app. It's just HTML, CSS. It uses the Vue library, so we have the assets folder, so it's based on Tone.js and Vue.js, and that's basically all. So it's rather lightweight. It uses a modern import ES5, ES6 syntax, just available in every browser for now. And yes, we have these node cells that have some templates and some methods for them, and it's rather nice. It's a nice way to use the web browser capabilities for the maximum. But it's my capacity too, because we have so many tools for building web apps. And recently I had very nice time with great tools for Vue, and Vue.js, Vue 3 made me converge to building stuff, and also the vite dev experience that I really like very much, because it's lightweight, it's fast, it's understandable, it doesn't have many configurations and so on that was frightening me with Node.js development. And now I get some nice tools. I've transitioned to like 11TGS and so on. And so what we got here, I want to build a replica of this app, but with Vue 3 and start building it. I don't know if I can build it just in one pass and one try. It's rather huge, but you know, it's wonderful how fun and easy development becomes with these tools. So it's Vite, it's front-end tooling, and it's I love that it's very welcoming for any JS developer, not only Vue, and it's really great. So what we got here, we're going to the apps and create new. Okay, create a new folder, and it's speech table 3. I'll rename it later. Yeah, and for now it's okay. And let's open it with Visual Studio and let it come here. Oh, maybe I'm wrong, but it's okay to be wrong a little bit. The main point for me to build it from ground up is to remember this, because it's like copy and paste always for me, because I'm not a fancy command line user. But you know, it's rather easy for it to do its job. So I got to okay, I use p.npm, not npm, just a preference, and so here we go. Install. Yes, I need to install it. Okay, it's speech table. It's Vue. It's JavaScript. Okay, and here we have the yes, and always I do the same thing. So I got the old pitch table, it will be 2, then the new pitch table will come here, and now we have again, let's do it again for being clear. Yeah, here we go. And new terminal, and we have p npm init. Oh, no, we don't know, we just don't need it. We go pnpmi, and everything installs for us this compiler, plugin, and vite. What we have from there, we can just run npm dev and get to see the app. Yeah, it's working. Great. So there's the source and app view. We can delete it. We can and now the copy and paste time before because it's the most magical thing, because with Vite and Vue community we have very great tools. It's really an ecosystem, and what we got here, I have it on my GitHub page, that we have icons, we have components, we have Windy, we have Vue. What do we need here? I think we need all of them. And I need some little bits of setup, but here we can just install them, npm d, yes, it's like this. Yeah, and we have them in package JSON right here, and also we can just copy them with windy voyeur purge icon. We don't need purge icons. We'll have some of them later, I know. Oh, sorry. Because PWA is better to install after we have the app, because in testing it's not good in refreshing. So some other magical things. So pug, if you know or don't know, pug is a template, HTML templating language. So we got some nice documentation for that. It makes development of HTML code very essential, minimal, and it's like poetry for me, you know. And let's go further. What does I'm just taking my previous project. I like how it works, and you know, this is maybe it, because yeah, let's just install what we got here and try it. Try to build some basic components for us, and also, yeah, after installing we have to configure some of them, because we need to add them to the config.js. And let's start. So for windicss we got some. It's just in the docs. I don't want to lose much time browsing the docs, because it's really easy to understand, and my app was very complex. This is not so complex, so we just have windicss along with Vue, and we have alias, we don't know, voyeur. Do we need it? Maybe not, maybe not. And yes, we have Vue components. Sorry. Like this. Oh, not. Maybe it goes here. It goes here. So what is about the components? We have this directory that grabs the components from it and mounts it without needing to import them here. And so after just deleting some boilerplate code, we get the result. So here we have let's start a server, dev server. It runs, and we have the app. So this counter should be located, yeah, in the hello world component. And now I delete it, the import, and it disappears. Okay, and why does it happen? Maybe I didn't save the config. So we save the config and have the errors that tell us that we didn't import the vite components plugin before using it. So we have it covered, and let's start the yeah, here we have it. So the hello world component is imported just by calling it here. It's really fun to use. So for now, hello world, we don't need it at all. We can delete it. Yeah. and yeah, everything breaks. But we can have here maybe a table, but let it be I like to have two word, so I have, okay, it's no ID, but I like the way that this configuration works. You see, this is tells deep, and this tells directory as namespace. So we should have a component, and it's rather beautiful to have components with two parts connected with the dash, because it's about HTML compliance and so on. We are with virtual DOM because and this doesn't matter here. I just have a pitch table component. Okay, and I have a nice template built in to start new components very fast. And what is interesting is language is pug. What does it mean for us? We can write pug. So I'll tell here it's flex, column, and there's a column, maybe it's like this, and text to Excel, and it says hello world. Okay, and what does it mean for us? So let's make this template pug2. We don't need any images, and we have a lang pug, and here we can tell it to be also flex, and inside it will have a pitch table. So finally this is the component thing. Oh, it's not what I need here. Yeah, and just now we restart the server, and yes, this hello world is already there. It comes right from the component. So we established the component system. What we may need for building the pitch table application is I think tone.js library. I just want to open again the old one and have this. Yeah, we have tone.js, and it's also I have it on my page in GitHub. It's very useful for me, and yeah, we have a tone.js install tone. Yeah, of course, it's rather useful. Okay, npm I tone. Yeah, it's gonna be front end, not dependency, but the dependency. Okay, and let's run the server again. Okay, I think it's what's going on for now, and we can just look at some previous elaborations. I can show you that I had the app that got the controls and the table. So we may create the controls too and recreate them, and then the pitch table. The pitch table as a node cell, and node cell has a cell content, and that's finally what we have. So it's a really powerful thing to use previous experience and not invent from ground up, and we'll use it as a reference for now. Okay, we got the pitch table, and it says hello world. We will need not only components but some more things, because here we have everything encompassed in the components, as methods, as mounted functions, as data, as basically it's one object. And it's not very useful when you want to separate concerns and work on different types of things like web, like design and architecture, and also the data. Yeah, so here we have the data, and let's grab the this array and have it to be started with. But we don't want to store it in the component. So I know there's a convention. Let's use it. It's composables. I'll take it for store. I like store. And here we have the nodes, the store JS. Okay, it's okay, and we export nodes from here, and it's this array of nodes. It starts with A, it's chromosome, it's from pitch 0 and to the pitch 11. Okay, it's nice thing. We can now import it from there. Like we go import nodes from, we go up, we go to store, we go to store JS. We may use aliases, and aliases is another great feature for us to grab just from copy and paste thing, because it's the thing that I left there. I want to take it there. Yeah, so it's about alias. Oh, maybe aliases are built in now. Let's get to vite and search for alias. Yeah, it's no longer. No, it's not. Yeah, features. Aliases. Okay, for now it's okay. We will import it. Something will be imported. It's rather not so huge code flow. Okay. Now we may take this thingy with the text and say it for v4 node in nodes key is nodes, maybe it's name, node name. Okay, and here we have the node. Boom, we have the list of nodes. It's okay, so we don't need to close the tags, and now we can understand that these are two containers, and finally they are divs for us to use. You see the the inspector window. Okay, let's assume we have it all. So here are the divs, and but what don't I see is the classes. Yeah, it's not working. So windicss doesn't work for now. Oh yeah, of course, because we have to. Okay, let's go to the windicss and getting started. Yeah, and vite yeah, plugin. We have to import some nice virtual CSS to the main.js. Yeah, we'll get back here sometime later. Main.js will have to plug in some new features, but here we have it. So I get to change anything like the size. It's instantly changes. And what is p2? It's padding. And what is m2? It's margin. What is my2? It's margin vertical. And yeah, it's really powerful language to make HTML and CSS become little tiny poetry for me. You know, it's just too easy to implement this list because we can expand it for very interesting ways. So we have the octave range data. It's needed for us because I just have it here. So let's make octave range. Yeah, it's this thing. And now let's make another flex row, but I want to experiment with another way of another layout. So I want to v4 octave in octave range. Key is octave. Yeah, got and just a semi. Yeah. Well, we get an error here. What is the error? Octave. Yeah. So here we have horizontal list. But okay, of course it's in octave range, but I'll say for now it's okay if you just have 6. Yeah. We have 6 octaves here. Let's make it like we have the names only, and here we have the layout for the new table, mid-pitch table. I can start designing it in this table and then take it out to another component. But I think I'll start just now because I understand that I need a component for the cell. So I got the table cell component. I just start my usual. I think it's not what I need here, and I just like stylus, but in more complicated situations. Maybe here I think Windy will be capable with all situations. We don't have dark mode, we don't have some conditions for now, because it's rather easy task for us. Okay, so it's a cell. It's a cell, and we take just this, nothing fancy. We need to establish its root, and we need to establish the connections. So we got to define props from Vue here, and say that we got some props coming from outside, and it's like define props, and it's an object of, for now we have the node. The node is an object. Yeah. That's it. We now have the node here to use, and what we need here is to say that we have a table cell, and don't need to we need to tell it that we have the node, and here it is. Yeah, again we have the same result, but it's already in a component for us to use, and it's rather nice. We can style it right here, and maybe the first thing for us is to manage the coloring for the nodes, and I'll take it from the pitch table previous one, because it was already there. I suppose, but I need to find it. Maybe color can help it. Color. Yeah, node cell, of course. We can take it here. Oh yeah. So text color, there's a better algo. It's okay to use not the best algo for now. What color is node pitch? Oh, it's about text color, yeah, and it's about active and color. Yeah, these two methods, I'll use them here, but they won't be just the methods, because they'll be functions. Function 1 and function 2. Yeah, nothing's broken. Everything works. Okay, and here we have it. So I got the component. It will be, so here we have our node, and this function may be a computed. Yeah, computed is a nice thing from Vue. So computed, and let's make it like color. We'll have text color and just color. Okay, color is computed. It's a function that will run a function whenever anything inside it will be changing, anything that is here, and now it may return just what it just return, okay, 0. Okay, but we got some errors here. Why return color has already, okay. colors. Okay, colors. For now it's one color, and I'll rename it later. Okay, let's take this and run it through. We got props node pitch multiplied by 30. It's about the the hue. Now this active, is this active? It works to the S, the saturation. So active, I'll have to have such a ref, maybe ref, yeah, should be a ref of false, and here we have if active dot value, and octave will be another it's number, another prop, it's a number, and it will be not this but props octave. Yeah, that's it. We don't need color function, and color computed is here, and we may just look at it now. And yeah, math apps, and yeah, we don't have the octave. We may have an octave without needing to grab it somewhere else, because we can have default will be like 3, and type will be number. Okay, so we got the color, and we may use it to make it style, make it background, and color, and it will be the color. Yeah, parsing. Okay, of course it should be an object. Yeah, these are the colors. Nice. And just to make it more colorful, we should have an octave being an octave. Yeah, so here we have the table. It's already there. It's from A to, okay, and we can remove the color here. Yeah, so we got the table. Maybe some more styling. So I know I want to make it cursor pointer of always, yeah, and maybe it's select none. Yeah, that's better. And maybe I can add some more complex styles. In Pug, you see, in Pug I can't use the semicolon in the previous, in the starting part, but in class I can tell that when hovered, please make it opacity 1, yeah, like this, and here I'll have opacity 50. Yeah, so this is nice. I like it already. Nothing reacts, and the hard thing I think is to implement this sound thing, but I think I don't want to start it today. I just want to create the table and make it work just a little bit and progress after. So now what I think is needed is to make this full and not this, but the app is not full screen, yeah, as I understand. Yes, and now this flex table will be full too, but no, why don't you like this? No, like it's justify stretch. I don't know, maybe it's about so it comes to the time when you start to bother about those little things. Yeah, and for now we'll just have it be p4 to be just bigger. Yeah, and as always there should be but it should be flexible, no, doesn't it? It's flex now. What's happening? Okay. Okay, why doesn't it? It's like flex. Okay, not flex. This element justify self stretch. No, justify items. Yeah, no. I don't know, it's boring. But it's like that. I don't know why doesn't it work. Oh, I see, it's flex. So if I tell it that it's flex 1, come on. Flex auto. Why doesn't it work for me? Yeah, maybe the table cell should be flex 1. Yeah, finally. Yeah, we got it. So here we have the flexible table. It will, but it has some minimal size. It's about its padding, and I like it. I like the way it works. But let's build something more complex, maybe. But maybe it's this phase is not about complexity. It's about making place for this complexity, because for now I have the function here working, and it's inside the table cell. You see, for styling I'll just be happy to have it here, and maybe I can just grab it and take the classes here and make it that these components will be just like data and markup and styling, and these are more data centered, but I like the components to be sufficient by themselves. So what we have here, we got the table cell, but I think that we need the controls for the next phase, just because my idea is here we have the original, we have the hertz, the frequency and the BPMs, and the number of octave all here, and I just want to turn it off and on. I just want to have the just colorful things, and then letters, hertz, and anything else, so it will be flexible. So let's build it, or maybe it's a good thing to stop for the first part. So we got the app working. Let's do one thing, let's build it. npm build. What errors we should have? No? Yeah, everything is built for us. Okay, and what we got? We got the HTML file, the really small thing with the app, and the app is going to be right from the index. Yeah, and it's rather minimal. You see, it's really minimal JS, and some interesting vendor JS that is minimized, and it contains all the Vue stuff that we have, and everything else. Yeah, it's not so small for such a little app, but the size won't grow with much complexity, because the actual app is just 2 kilobytes, and it will any 2 kilobytes of code will be have drastical consequences, and this is beautiful. So I won't upload this build dist folder for now. We'll have to work a little bit more, but this is the my workflow for the apps, how I build it today. And there are many very interesting plugins that may be even more. Oh, I want to share the gesture. Vue use is the thing that definitely will be in this project too, and the gesture is the thing that I want to use for the reaction to my actions with the squares, with the cells. So it will be not just like me parsing the scroll, the events, mouse events, and like here, I don't know, I want to find it. It's cell content maybe, or control row. No, node cell. Where is it? Yeah. So here we calculate, we move, and we have the active touches, and parse them, and transfer it to the indicators. But it will be completely new. I'll code it, and I'll transfer it like the other functions, or write it from the most lowest level. But I have these snippets. It's really great, like calculate frequency and so on. I'll definitely use it, reuse it, and have the new app built. So thank you for watching. It's I hope it's interesting enough that you got till this place. So see you next time. Bye.